We are joined now by Lester Holt from NBC Nightly News, who is live in New Hampshire as voters continue to cast their ballots in the primary election.
Lester, it's great to have you here. You're in the state that goes by the motto, live free or die, but imagine they take pretty seriously their first primary in the nation responsibilities. They're pretty serious about that as well. Tell us what it's like there on the ground.
Yeah, Charles and Shannon, first of all, good evening. Thank you for having me on. It's always exciting to be here. People do take it seriously, but they also take a lot of pride in being the first in the nation primary. I think a little added bit this year, of course, because Iowa's results were a bit muddled, so they hope to speak loud and clear with the results here today. But a lot of excitement, a lot of the candidates out. I ran into Bernie Sanders, spent a few minutes with him today. The other candidates were out and about. People were going to polling places. And this race always brings drama because there's always a high percentage of people here who are undecided. I heard one lady interviewed who said she simply went eeny, meeny, miny, mo to pick a candidate. So we're all going to hold our breaths tonight to see what happens.
Well, as you said, Iowa, much to talk about there, and you spoke with Bernie Sanders. What did he have to say about Iowa, and what are his thoughts tonight for New Hampshire?
Well, he wasn't speaking so much about Iowa. He was speaking really about, and I asked the question about a candidate who's not even on the ballot here. And I'm talking about Michael Bloomberg, who, as we know, has spent a lot of money and he's beginning to make an impact in some of the national polls. And Sanders didn't hold his fire. He said, you know, anybody can buy an election, but it's no substitute for getting out and doing what he's done, working a ground game. So he had some very sharp comments regarding Bloomberg, and clearly Bloomberg's shadow looms large over this primary.
Yeah, and Bloomberg has already spending a lot of money in Wisconsin and is expected to be on the ballot here. 4 years ago, Bernie Sanders did extremely well, winning 71 out of 72 counties. But Lester, as you know, you're a veteran of this. This is a long process, and eventually all of you, including yourself, will end up here in Milwaukee. How is this process unfolding so far?
Well, that's the interesting thing is, we'll see tonight how close the top 3, 4, 5 challengers are, and I think we're going to, as we always do, we're going to see some gut check moments here from some of these campaigns that are going to look at these numbers overnight and decide whether they can carry on. At the same time, it may make the situation leading to the convention a little more dramatic. You may have some, 3 or 4 top challengers who are going to keep going and splitting up those delegates. So the drama only begins, and there's a good chance we could see some serious drama where you are.
Lester, and you will be there for it all. We thank you again. Nightly News is at 5:30 right after, live at 5.
And to see Lester's full report from New Hampshire, tune in to NBC Nightly News right here on today's TMJ4 starting at 5:30.